guys, welcome back to 30 Days of Podcasting. Yesterday I mentioned that I'd do a quick bonus episode on equipment, stuff that you might need to start a podcast. If you're just getting started and you're not sure what to do, what to get, this is going to be a brief guide. I have no affiliate links for you. Just go to Amazon or wherever you buy stuff and try to find the best deal available. Microphones are usually really reliable, so if you find one that you like, look for it used somewhere. Craigslist, eBay, see if it's cheaper. Because most of the time they are really reliable. They're sturdy, they last quite a while. So what should you get? Look for a dynamic mic. I'm using a dynamic mic. It's the ones that you usually see, singers and stuff using. It has a small capture area that's just right in front of it. So you're not going to pick up a lot of the room noise around you. I actually had to relocate my little studio here, and I'm actually in a room where there's a cat watering dish right over there that has a little fountain going, but you can't hear it because the dynamic mic just catches right around it. So for most of you, I recommend a dynamic mic. Most of these brands that I'm about to mention have a dynamic mic. This is the ATR, the Audio Technica 2100. They've upgraded it. I think it's the 2100X now that they make. It's just a simple USB mic. Some people will run through more equipment, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But this is just USB plugged into my computer. It's pretty simple to use. It sounds decent. And for the price, it's under $100. I think I got this one used for $65. And it works great. The other option besides dynamic is a condenser mic. And those are the ones that you see that look like big. They're usually bigger. And they capture a lot more than just what's right around you. They usually capture a lot more room noise. So if you hear a podcast that sounds like someone's far away, there's a good chance they're using a condenser mic. And it's actually picking up the sound that's bouncing off of the back wall and coming back to the mic. They capture a lot more sound. If you have a roundtable discussion, some people just put one of these in the middle and try to catch everyone. If you listen to the interview with Steve Cassio, we don't recommend that because you can't control everyone's volume. If someone's not talking loud enough to get in the mic, you have to cut out their audio in post and raise up the levels, and it's just a mess. So get a dynamic mic. If you have multiple people, get multiple dynamic mics. We'll talk about that in a second. So what brand should you get? There's a lot of good ones. Shure makes great microphones. Audio Technica, Sennheiser, Rode, Yeti. I don't think they have a dynamic mic yet. I think they just have condensers. But any of these brands they make good stuff. If you are just getting started, look for one under $100. Plug it in, go for it. I recommend USB if you're just getting started because it requires no extra gear besides the computer that you already have. If you end up with what's called an XLR connection, let me show you what that looks like. On the bottom of a mic, it's this hole with the three little circles here. It's a traditional microphone cable. If you go to a live music anywhere, or you go to a church service and you unplug a microphone, that's an XLR, I guarantee it. It's pretty standard. That doesn't connect to your computer. So how do you get it from here to there if there's no connection? You'll either need an audio interface for that, or a mixer that has a USB out so you can connect it to your computer easy. Again, that's more steps. It's more expense. It's great. There's a lot more control that you can get with those. But if you're just starting out, pick up a USB mic and go. We don't have to get complicated. As far as mixers, there's 100 of them out there. There's so many. The easiest audio interface for converting XLR to a computer is the Scarlett 2i2. You plug it in and it goes. You don't have to worry about levels or ins and outs. You just plug it in and it goes. Mixers have a few more steps. There's more options. There's more knobs and buttons. There's a lot more control that you have with your sound as it's going from your microphone to your computer. You can adjust it on the way. But for most of us, if you need to adjust stuff, you can just do that in your audio editor, and we'll talk about all of that later. But for today, microphones under $100, pick them up. I'll put these brands in the show notes so that you didn't have to remember all of them. Go ahead and get one ordered. Start playing with it. Get it hooked up. Make sure that you can work it, and that's it. It's pretty straightforward. If you have more than one microphone, you need to have some kind of an interface and do XLRs. If you have two or more people, it's too hard to get USBs working easily on a PC or a Mac. There's more steps involved with software that you need to get it working, and sometimes the USBs don't communicate well since there's more than one audio. So just go the route of getting a mixer if you have a lot of people. Most podcasters, that's not the case. And if you're doing remote, it doesn't matter how many people are on the call because they all have their own mics in their own computers. If you have multiple people in one room, don't go USB. I think that's it for this, and I hope you enjoyed a little bit about mics, what to get, what not to get, and I'll see you shortly for today's day 8 of 30 Days of Podcasting. Bye.